On a quiet August morning in 1996, a 25-year-old woman named Fiona Pinder vanished from her apartment in Tullamore, Ireland. She was 7 months pregnant. She was never seen again. Almost 30 years have passed, and despite nationwide searches and recent breakthroughs, the case remains unsolved. Fiona Pinder was a bright, kind-hearted hairdresser and part-time model. Her life seemed on track, and though she had recently separated from her boyfriend, who was also the father of her unborn child, those close to her said she was excited to become a mother. She lived alone in an apartment on Church Street, in the center of Tullamore. On the evening of August 22, she was seen by her mother. The next morning, she was gone. There were no signs of a struggle. No forced entry. Her belongings were left untouched. The front door was locked. It was as if she had simply vanished. Over the years, thousands of leads were followed. Divers searched canals. Forests were combed. But no trace of Fiona or her baby was ever found. Suspicion quickly turned to her ex-boyfriend, who had a history of violent behavior and ties to local criminal groups. But without physical evidence, no charges were ever brought. In May 2025, Irish police announced a major breakthrough. After a new witness came forward, Gardaí launched a detailed search in a remote area of County Offaly. For a moment, it felt like closure might be within reach. But after several days of digging, no human remains were found. Once again, hope faded. Some believe Fiona was lured away from her apartment under false pretenses. Others are convinced she was murdered and buried in one of the many rural bogs surrounding the town. But what haunts people the most is that someone out there knows the truth, and has stayed silent for nearly 30 years. Fiona's father Sean Pinder. In 2000, almost 4 years after Fiona went missing, her 50-year-old father Sean Pinder was found dead in the family home. His widow believes he took his own life, telling a Tullamore reporter, he couldn't live without his children. Fiona Pinder's mother passed away without ever knowing what happened to her daughter. And the question still echoes across Ireland, where is Fiona Pinder? A new search had been underway to try to find the remains of Fiona Pinder, 25, who went missing in County Offaly. She was last seen at about 6 o'clock local time, on August 23, 1996 at her flat on Church Street, Tullamore. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments.